Hey everyone, it's Julie. Today we'll be making picadillo with fried potatoes. I made a picadillo video about 3 years ago. However, I didn't make it with potatoes because I didn't grow up eating it with potatoes, but recently I tried it and it's obviously 16 times better than without potatoes. So let's get started. Okay, before we get started, do not count how many times I say potatoes in this video. It's a lot. Okay, good. Let's start by sauteing our onions and peppers. Traditionally, people use green bell pepper for picadillo. I had red on hand and they're sweeter, so I used red. Saute the onions and peppers for about 3 minutes, then add the fresh garlic. Now, I'm using ground beef. You may add a little bit of chorizo, that's optional. And I just broke it up with my fingers. I browned the meat about 95% of the way, and then I started seasoning it with a lot of different things. This is optional. You may season the beef however you prefer. I use a little bit of sazon, oregano, granulated garlic, cumin, a little bit of chili powder, granulated onion, salt and pepper to taste, and a bay leaf. Now this has to taste very flavorful. You have to taste the onion, the garlic, the sazon, everything, not just beef and salt. You don't want that. That's not what we're going for. This is not a cheeseburger. Cheeseburgers are delicious. Now you may add some crushed tomatoes or diced. I just used tomato sauce, some dry cooking wine, and some water. Most chefs would recommend a pleasant drinking wine, not with Cuban cuisine. We want to use the $1 cheap dry cooking wine if we want it to taste similar to a Cuban grandma's picadillo. All right, go ahead and add the capers and olives. That's optional. I prefer capers, but the olives are more traditional, so I added both. Gave everything a good mix, and we are going to cover this and let it simmer over low heat for about 45 minutes. Now, for our potatoes, you want to soak them in water for about 20 minutes before cooking them. We're then going to pat them dry well, and we are just going to fry them in canola oil for about 17 minutes. And yes, of course, you don't have to fry the potatoes. You may roast them to give them some color or just cook them with the beef itself. My Cuban grandmother never added potatoes to her picadillo, but I recently tried it and it was delicious, and they were fried, just how I'm making it in the video. And of course, you may substitute the beef for turkey. You may roast the potatoes if you want to make it a bit healthier. I added some raisins as well to give it a sweet bite. Next time I will add chopped up figs, sweet and salty, yum. And make sure to remove the excess oil from the potatoes after frying them. So overall, the beef cooked for about an hour. Now, if you like it very greasy and watery, I have an uncle that does, well then just add more tomato sauce, more water, and some chorizo. I served this with some white rice. You may serve it with some avocado salad and fried plantains. That's delicious. Definitely give this recipe a try. Let me know if you do. And I want to thank you all so much for watching.